Greetings, everyone. RetroIndieGamer here, and welcome to R.I.G's Retro Monday. Today, we're going to look at what's probably one of the most important games in gaming history. And that game is Highlight. No, not Highlight. But that's pretty important too. This game is Dragon Slayer. One of the first ever action RPGs. Yeah, it was released in 1984 by Nihon Falcom. Oh, no, go on. I don't want to fight those dead until I get the sword. Yeah, if the name Nihon Falcom sounds familiar, especially if you're familiar with action RPGs, that's because Nihon Falcom is the same company that would later make the East games. Except they are far more refined than this game. No. You don't want to hit monsters so you get sword. So yeah, there's nothing much to this game. Not this game itself, anyway. As you're basically going around this maze thing, trying to avoid going through these warp things, and you need to find a sword so you can hit your opponents. Or at least cause some serious damage. Yeah, it's not much by today's standards, but oh no. But it does have some. It is very important, as it was the first RPG game to have real-time combat. Which is very significant for the time. As most games, especially in the RPG genre, were turn-based. As are most RPGs since then, but that's a subject for another time. And that comes from the inspiration from Dragon Quest. Now, this game is very important in gaming history. Oh no! As they eventually. No! As it eventually served the basis for all action RPGs to come. Oh, here's the sword. Now I can cause some damage! So yeah, all these swords are just lying around. Yeah, I think those money things are points. And I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. Yeah, it has a combat system very similar to Highlight, to other early action RPGs like Highlight, which this game will go on to inspire. Man, for all this was one of the very first action RPGs. Oh, die, you stupid crap thingy! Yeah, I mean, 1984 was probably the original 3 action RPGs. This, Namco's Tower of Druga, and, as much as I hate to say it, Highlight. Which, unfortunately, you are dead. You are dead. Oh, Presenter Square. Oh yeah, the MSX version, which is the version I'm playing, was published by Square. Yeah, this game has made its way to a couple of consoles, but unfortunately, it's never come out in the US. And none of its versions have. And this game is pretty difficult to find today. I mean, most of these are on PCs. I mean, the original version was for the PC-88, a Japanese PC, which had a lot of the original RPGs on there. Oh, no, I'm getting out of here. Getting out of here. No. It has a lot of really important, some of the really important RPGs, like, getting away and not, I need to get the sword again. Like Dragon Slayer, some of the early East games, Highlight. Yeah, and like all those other early action RPGs, yeah, you kill enemies by bumping into them. Oh, right by a sword. You are dead. Sure, they're right at the army of swords. Stupid crabs, I hate those things. So yeah, interesting game. Nothing much, but it spawned a series that's probably one of the most confusing messes ever. So much of a confusing mess that I'm not even going to try even attempt to cover the series in its entirety. And while the original game is pretty difficult to find, many of its sequels aren't. Stick cramps! Yeah, just like I've highlighted, it's very easy for you to die early on. Yeah, a lot of these early games are like that. Let's see. Yeah, if you like fantasy games and you have certain systems, mostly an NES, a NES, TurboGrafx, and the PSP, then you've probably played a couple games in this series. I mean, the NES had two. One is actually part of a series, and one that's a spin-off, or of sorts, as it wasn't developed or published by Nihon Falcom. No, get out of here, get out of here, no! Sure, they have all the strong enemies right by the army of swords. Okay, I'm toast. Anyway, what was that? Oh yeah, the Dragon Slayer series. Yeah, two of the entries came out for the US on the NES. One was officially part of a series, and one wasn't. The one that wasn't an official part of a series was Fazanadu. And the one that was part of the series is Legacy of the Wizard, which is the fourth game in the Dragon Slayer series. I mean, this series is pretty old. While the original series itself hasn't had any new games in quite some time, many of the series that sequels started are still around. No, not the stupid crabs. Yeah, many of the sequels that to the original Dragon Slayer, a lot of those made it to the US, especially the ones in the Legend of Heroes series. If you're familiar with older RPGs, you might be familiar with that series. Huh, seems there's some sort of magic in here. Yeah, Legacy of the Legend of Heroes is an interesting one. I mean, it started on the no. I mean, it started on. I mean, the original release came out in the U.S. as, I think, Dragon Slayer: Legacy of the Hero or something. Oh, damn it! And some of its sequels didn't come out in the U.S. till much later on the PSP, where the order is completely nuts. It's completely nuts. I mean, on the PSP, the PSP, the game that was released from the Legend of Heroes of. I know at least 3 of the sequels to Legend of Heroes was released on the PSP. Yeah, the third game in the series was released as 2. It was released as Legend of Heroes 2. Though given the fact that the series had not been seen in North America since the TurboGrafx game, which I'm sure a lot of people who were probably looking for a game wouldn't have known about anyway, they might as well they shouldn't have bothered using the subtitles. No wait, they should have just stupid snakes. You are dead. Yeah, they should have just used this. Yeah, sorry, I know I'm sucking really bad in this game. Yeah, but for Legend of Heroes series, which spun off of this one. Yeah, the third game in the series came out on PSP as Legend of Heroes 2 with a subtitle. I think it's probably Moonlight Witch. Oh no! Oh no! 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 The problem is this game starts off without any weapons. But hey, it was the first to have combat like this, or one of the first. I mean, the first. Looking into the history of action RPGs, usually when the first ones were stated to be either this or Tower of Druga. Anyway, back to the Dragon Slayer series, or at least Legend of Heroes series. Yeah, then the third game in the series came out with as just Legend of Heroes. It said that on box, but the game itself did have a subtitle. Then the third game, then they had Legend of Heroes 3, which I think was the fourth game. And actually, it's the sixth game. I think, yeah. No, it's the fourth. No, fifth. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Because of the second game there came out here. So then they released 4, 5, and 6 in a messed up order. Now, I think a lot of you know some of the games that Dragon Slayer helped inspire. I mean, as already mentioned, Highlight and Ys. I mean, Highlight has a similar mechanic, and so did the first two Ys games. And this also had some puzzle solving elements, which inspired action adventure games like The Legend of Zelda. Now, I'm sure the list of action RPGs that were inspired by this game can go on. Okay, maybe a lot of them weren't inspired by this game directly, but going down the chain of inspiration, they can probably trace back to this. In some way, shape, or form. Let's see how much longer more I can take of this. And let's see how much more I can take of this. Man, I'm not doing really good at this game today, am I? I mean, the only reason I'm playing this game really, it's okay, but it's extremely challenging to the point of being completely frustrating, making you want to put the game away. But one of the only reasons I'm doing this to begin with is because of its importance to gaming history. In terms of gaming history, this game the importance of Dragon Slayer cannot be understated. I mean, I will probably. Oh, is this a shield? No. Oh no. No. Yeah, I will be covering other games. I probably will be covering a couple other games in this series. Mostly for Xanadu and Legacy of the Hero and mostly for Xanadu and no. Yeah, mostly for Xanadu and oh, I'll figure out how to get in there. Yeah, mostly for Xanadu, Legacy of the Wizard. But this game, yeah, it's okay. I mean, though any fan of action RPGs, they owe it to you. If you're a fan of action RPGs, you owe it to yourself to play one form of this game at one point. I mean, you can find it on the MSX, which is the version I'm playing right now. the Game Boy, and I think if the PC-88, if you can find that. And there's also on DOS if you can figure out how to install the damn thing. And well, yeah, this is Dragon Slayer, one of the very first action RPGs, which has unfortunately not aged well. Just like one of its direct inspirations, High Life, which came out later in the same year. A game that also has not aged well. Seems of all the early action RPGs, I think of ones I've played, the East games are probably the only ones that have aged well. Though granted, there aren't as many East games, and most games have been remade countless several times. I mean, come on, there's only 7 games in the series. Well, sort of on topic, because both games were developed by Nihon Falcom. I mean, it's funny, and I'll probably go into this because I will be reviewing the original East at one point. That Nihon Falcom made Dragon Slayer, and then another company made Hide. Oh no, okay, I'm screwed. And then in 1986, Nihon Falcom made East, which was inspired by Hide Life. It's funny how Nihon Falcom was basically inspired by a game that was inspired by one of their games. I find that kind of ironic. How a company's games are... Let's see if I finally kill one of these guys. I mean, I'm surrounded. I'm probably going to die soon. Anyway. Yeah, I find it funny that for Nihon Falcom that one of their main series now, East, was inspired by High Life, which was inspired by Dragon Slayer, one of their own games. I find that pretty funny. Oh, you are dead. Yeah, that was Dragon Slayer. I mean, not one of the best games, but very important. Like I said, if you are a fan of action RPGs, you have to play this game at one point, or at least I recommend it. If anything, to see how far action RPGs have come. Well, until next time, everyone. And next week, I don't know what game I'm reviewing next time.